Roses are red, violets are blue, cocktails are cool, and so are you. So if you are in the mood for some daddies of dream, then to all you I say, welcome to the stream. Hello everybody. It's Dream Daddy time. Playing Dream Daddy. What exactly does that mean? We're dating dads. That's what it means. We're gonna start off exactly where I was last time, which I think was 10:43 p.m. It's an autosave. I'm in Dad Book. And that's where we start things off around here. How's everybody doing out there? Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Let's get some music going here. As we normally do things around here, you can see a cocktail recipe on the right-hand side of the screen, which means going back to the bar for a cocktail recipe. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. Everything looks like everything's going okay. There was a little bit of streaming buffering going on at the beginning. I realized that I wasn't recording at the right resolution. So I jacked up the resolution, and lo and behold, things began to break again. But alas, I was able to get on top of that pretty quickly this time. So as such, it is Valentine's Day. We are out there searching for a potential suitor. I myself am married, hence the wedding ring that is on my finger. But for the sake of this playthrough and everything else, we will continue to date dads. I was considering my options since Monday happened, and I was really going through things. I want to date every single dad, but who do we start out with first? Well, anybody who wears plaid has at least a piece of my heart. And although none of the dads wore plaid, Brian's dog has a plaid green handkerchief. I don't know if anybody caught that during the last stream. And the tiny little corgi's wearing a plaid handkerchief, so I'm starting off with Brian. Because we're starting off with Brian, and I did a little bit of searching through the dad book. He likes fishing and talking about grilling. So I thought about grilling and stuff, and otherwise, like smoked meats. Smoked meat sounds cool. And it sounded like a pretty good excuse to finally try out this like cocktail smoker kit that I got. I think it was like, this might have been like Christmas. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before. I've had this for a while, and I have not used this even once. So I really wanted to find an excuse to use it because I don't really know, like, honestly, I'm even trying to think back too. I don't think I recall ever having a cocktail that was garnished with like smoke specifically. And a lot of what you can, I mean, to be fair, what I think smoking a cocktail does to a drink is kind of like what a garnish will do to a drink, or what like bitters will do to a drink. It'll slightly modify the flavors. It shouldn't overpower things. It's certainly going to smell pretty intense, which is what a lot of the garnishes that I've used in the past happen to be around here. But this is a good excuse to do so. So we're going to do a side-by-side comparison between just normal Manhattan and a smoked Manhattan. Exactly which type of smoke we're using, I don't know yet. This little box comes with, let's do a little bit of an unboxing to see how things work around here. So this is the Smoky Crafts Cocktail Smoker Kit. It's easy, fun, and tasty, and includes, in very hard to read text, smoke infuser and acacia wood cocktail chimney. The acacia wood cocktail chimney is not the thing that we're using to smoke, though. This is our little pieces. I pre-installed some batteries. I did look at the instructions prior to this. It comes in 2 little pieces. You put one on top of the other. Look, there's a little button, and when you click it, things turns on. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but it just kind of got a little fan. I think can feel a little bit of suction. And it runs on 2 AA batteries, so it's relatively easy to get your hands on a power source for. It's got a little instruction manual. Got a little tube. Whoops. We got a little, this is the acacia wood smoker top. We have another tiny thing. Look at that. Why don't you even test let's see where the cocktail angle is. Is the cocktail angle on right now? Let me see about that. It's not on right now. Should turn the cocktail angle on so we can actually get a look at this. I think my phone is actually in the wrong location. Let me go grab that so we can actually get an up-close view of the cocktail smoking mechanism. The apparatus that we're using. I completely forgot to set up the cocktail angle, so my apologies about that. Not on top of my game. It's actually wrapped around some cables. I was doing some rearranging here. There we go. There we go. Pop that back into place. We'll do a little password on the old Pixel too. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Now the cocktail angle's everywhere. I forgot to set that up. I'm so sorry. It's like a beautiful pictures. That's upside down. There we go. There we go. It's actually just, for anybody who's curious about that, it's just running an app called Ivy Cam, and it's just on an Android phone. Is that working? Yeah, it is. All right, cool, cool, cool. Now I think I should actually put this in the other direction because this is a very inopportune place to put things. You know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. This is actually, it's not facing the right direction. So let me play around with it a little bit more. I'm gonna put it in the other direction. So, you know what? Oh my goodness. I'm making everybody dizzy. I hope I'm not making everybody too dizzy out there. Just want to get this angle up incorrectly. There we go. This way, and then we can turn a little bit. Turn it a little bit. Get it nice prepped and ready in the correct location. There we go. That's a little bit better. How's that looking from y'all's angle? Been looking okay. Bring this down a little bit. Just see our little cocktail smoker kit. There we go. There we go. I hope that that does not move anywhere. Perfect. Definitely should have set that up ahead of time. So this is the cocktail smoker kit. It's got a little chimney thing, little fumey thing. Got a little chute for it. And it comes with a couple of different other pieces of equipment. We've got some replacement thingies. It comes with this little bag of wood stuff. I don't know what type of wood this is, so I don't know where to go with that. Got some cherry wood. And we have some apple wood as well. That's cool. Great, 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 great. Awesome, 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 awesome. So, what I'm gonna do first is we're gonna make 2 Manhattans. Specifically, we're gonna use the Bar with an X's infinity bottle of whiskey, bourbon, I don't really know. Anything that's a wheat spirit I wind up putting inside of this so long as it's got some sort of brown color to it. I know there's rye in here somewhere. I know there's bourbons in here somewhere. I think I put a scotch in it one time. And as of right now, the Bar with an X brand, the Bar with an X bottle of Infinity Bourbon has, at least when I tasted it the other day, tasted a little, it's not very sweet. It's actually kind of dry. It's not usually the way that I like a lot of my whiskeys, but I'm going to give it a taste now. And the idea is to make this into just your average everyday Manhattan. And we're going to smoke one, and we're going to not smoke the other. I'm going to see whether or not there's a crucial difference between one or the other. And actually, as of right now, I don't know which wood to use. It's either the mystery wood, the apple wood, or the cherry wood. I have no reason to believe that apple wood actually smells like apple or that cherry wood actually smells like cherry. I think the only wood that I actually know the smell of is sandalwood, because every single Yankee Candle store everywhere sells sandalwood like scented candles. But right now, we have, getting my taste buds ready, the Bar with an X infinity bottle of bourbon. Or whiskey, or whatever's inside of it. When I tasted it the other day, it was very dry, had a slight charness to it. From my flavor palette, the context kind of changes from day to day every once in a while. I did get a little bit of sweetness on that first sip, and it's corn. It's like corn and rye, I think. And I thought I got a bit of smokiness previously. I had a little bottle of scotch that I'd gotten for the wedding back here, and I really hadn't done anything with it yet. So, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So, we'll go in for another taste to just try what our Infinity Bourbon bottle is like. So, actually, Infinity Bourbon, if you want to make it for yourself, essentially you just take a little decanter, you fill it up to the top with some sort of whiskey, bourbon, otherwise, depending on what rule that you follow. And every time you take from the bottle, you have to refill from the bottle. So, before we actually get back to the game, I'm going to wind up filling that back up to the top with whatever we've got back here. So tasting it now, giving it a second sip. Very spicy. Very, very spicy whiskey. It's a little sweet. The air is not super vanilla-y. I'm getting a little bit of like... It is kind of charred. It is a little charred. Like charred wood. But not in like the charred wood like filtering or like the actual taste of the wood itself, the vanilla or anything. Just kind of taste charry. And it might just be because we had, what was it, Fat Tuesday was yesterday, and we made all of the bacon in the house because Anna participates in Lent and takes away all the meat from her palate. And we had avocado toast for dinner tonight because today is consequently Ash Wednesday, which seems now oddly appropriate that we're smoking woods to do smoked garnishes on a cocktail. Feels oddly appropriate. But maybe my flavor context is geared for that right now. but there is definitely a high percentage of rye in that right now, because I can really taste they say that rye whiskey has a certain spiciness to it, and sometimes it clicks with me and sometimes it doesn't, but if I had to describe this, it is spicy. It is spicy in a way. So let's first start off by making just your everyday couple of Manhattans. I'm going to do a double dose of Manhattans, so the recipe I'm going to follow is right up there, and it's 2 ounces, or about 59 milliliters of some sort of whiskey of your choice, 1 ounce of some sort of sweet vermouth. And I think that I'm just going to use this bottle here to see if I can taste any difference. I'll double up the recipe because we're trying to make 2 of them. I'm going to go down and grab my sweet vermouth. Come on over here. And we'll start adding our ingredients. I need a thing of ice too, so I should have grabbed that to begin with. Give ourselves an ice cube. Let's start adding some ingredients. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's add a total of 4 ounces, or let's call that like 118 milliliters of whatever you got. Whiskey, bourbon, otherwise, because we're making a double thing here. I'm going to stir it for a bit longer because we want everything to be properly diluted. 2 ounces each. 2 ounces each of Infinity Bourbon and Infinity Bourbon. I know I keep calling it Infinity Bourbon, but I really haven't been following the bourbon rule. It's not just bourbons that go into here, and I can't seem to hold myself accountable properly for that. Let's see, what are we going to fill this up with? I had just deducted 4 ounces from the Bar with an X's Infinity bottle. And the question is, what do we fill it back up with? I think it seems very rye heavy. I'd like it to be a bit sweeter. I don't have anything specifically wheated down here, but I do have some, what do we have in the, closet over here? I got a small batch of bourbon over here that is corn fork. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's what we're going. So I'm trying to make this a little less on the rye flavor. So what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of Larceny Small Batch, which has a 68% corn mash bill. I want this to be a little bit sweeter. We'll just kind of fill that up too. I got a little line right here. And that's where I fill that up to. Before I wind up capping that off and continuing with things later. Put that back behind me. Cap it off. That's our Infinity bottle, which we'll put away. Put it for later. I'm actually going to put it down here. I need to rearrange the bar a little bit because it actually blocks my screen now. Because now that we've got the screen over here, if I put it in front of the screen, I can't like see anything that's going on over there. It's kind of funny. So you got 4 full ounces. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. Some ratios differ. Some I've seen people do for their Manhattans. They do. You could do like 2 ounces to just like 3/4 of an ounce of vermouth, or maybe they actually size it down to 1.75 ounces. Never seen it that way. This is how I always make my Manhattans. We'll add 2 full ounces, or about 59 milliliters of our sweet vermouth. I've been told specifically, I almost live by Carpano Antica based off of a particular recommendation from a good friend of mine. So that's what I keep with. I'll make sure we put some gas on top of that. I have gone through this bottle rather quickly, which makes sense. It's a smaller bottle, and I've been using it a lot. Might have to go back to the store and get another one. Actually, it was interesting. I could have sworn previously that I could actually take, I could actually go to the store, Giant specifically, and actually get some sweet vermouth. As it turns out, they sell dry vermouth, they sell port and sherry. They don't sell sweet vermouth. They used to sell sweet vermouth, but they don't sell it anymore. I was very surprised about that. And then what we're gonna do is add 2 to 3 dashes, I'll do like 4 to 6 dashes, I guess, of some sort of aromatic bitters. Usually I do this with Angostura, but I actually kind of want to try it with something else this time. So I'm going to go down here and try to find my bottle of Aromatic Bitter Truth bitters. My bitters are not organized, and I've found every single other Bitter Truth bottle except for the aromatic one. So please excuse me while I try to find it. These bitters are not properly organized. I might just have to go for the Angostura. I found what? I have 5 bottles of it, and I have found 4 of them. Where's the little tiny guy? I can't find a little tiny guy in bitters. That's incredible. I'm gonna search for a little bit longer because I know sometimes these things get like shoved behind each other, and I know it's back here somewhere. Let me grab my flashlight. I can't find this tiny little bottle of bitters. No way. I found the Jerry Thomas decanter bitters. That's a special one. But I don't see just the normal aromatic. That's interesting. Seems that I found it. So now the question is, I guess, do we go with the Angostura or we try this Jerry Thomas bitters? I don't know what that's going to taste like. I don't even know what the Jerry Thomas bitters taste like. What is this considered? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it, see if I want to put this into this Manhattan. I don't know the flavor profile on this, but it does have a nice maroonish color to it, which makes me think it's aromatic. Ooh. Ooh, that is dry. How does that compare to the Angostura? Angostura is very red. Angostura is sweeter, more anisey, more cinnamony. This is so interesting. I'm gonna stick with the Angostura in this case. I feel like the Jerry Thomas decanter bitters just doesn't quite fit what I'm going for here. But then again, it's experimentation, so I don't really know how it's gonna act. So actually, I've convinced myself. I'll go back and I'll try these Jerry Thomas ones, because why the heck not? I do have the Bitter Truth has a little book that describes all the bitters that they make, and I'm just not quite up to snuff on what the Jerry Thomas's own decanter aromatic bitters are for. And now that I see it, it says aromatic bitters, so I think I can count for this one. So let's add, doubling up our recipe, 4 to 6 dashes of the bitters. I'm gonna go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do 5 dashes of our bitters. I think that will work just fine. That's what I wanted to use for this one. Cool, 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 cool. All right. So now let's give this a stir. Dropping bar smooths everywhere. See how things go. Alrighty. So originally, what Anna and I were planning to do for Valentine's Day, or rather Valentine's week, was to go to the zoo, but we found out that it's very, very cold this week. And we didn't really want to go to the zoo. I've been told that the Philadelphia Zoo has like penguins and polar bears and stuff, but I don't want the cold. I don't want to be walking around in the cold just to see the cold weather animals. I don't even know if they're in an enclosure. I don't recall being to the Philadelphia Zoo recently, but I don't really want to go there to find out in the cold and have to drive all the way to the other side of the city and do that. Nah, that's okay. So we're coming up with other plans. Actually, what I got for Anna for Valentine's Day was a collection of Bluey Valentines. We both love watching Bluey. It's like one of our like late time like feel good shows. And she got for me, she curated a list of all the different like special bars and stuff here in Philadelphia. And honestly, I don't get out much. I should really sample these, go to the bars more often than I do. Specifically the cocktail bars, because of my particular disposition. But I haven't really gone. So she put together a list for us and we're trying to come up with date ideas. So now that we've stirred these off, try to adjust this angle to be a little bit more straight on. I'm very particular about things. Very, very particular. We'll strain this out into 2 glasses, and we'll smoke one, and we'll not smoke the other one. So we grab 2 old-fashioned glasses. These are the guys that have little mustaches on them. I like these little mustaches. We'll keep them. We'll keep them this way. It's a dadly kind of day. And because it's a dadly kind of day, we'll use the dadly kind of glasses. We'll grab 2 large cubes. Both pop them in there. Actually, we'll use circle cubes. Got circle cubes. Not very clean circle cubes. They're circle cubes nonetheless, which actually makes them significantly less cube and much more circle. There we go. The circle. I like that. So we'll strain over top of that. Let me grab. I rearranged my strainers back here, so here's my julep strainer. Not in a little cup anymore. Try to see if I can do equals. Try to get just up to the ball. Just up to the ball. I'm not familiar with exactly how much space in the glass these guys have. Actually, I can use my camera angle for this to gauge this a little bit better. A little bit more. I'm not trying to one-up myself over the other one. All right. There we go. That seems... I'd say that's more or less equal. There we go. We got 2 Manhattans, some whiskey and some vermouth, and now we're gonna smoke one and not smoke the other. So, evidently, what we're supposed to do, I've settled on using the apple wood. No, we're gonna do the mystery. No, I'm gonna do, oh God, I can't think. I'll do the mystery wood, because I don't know what that is. Or rather, maybe we just see which one smells best. That wood really doesn't smell like anything at all. I don't exactly know how wood's supposed to smell. These ones have a little twist off. This is the apple wood. Got some on my nose. Doesn't really smell like apple. I didn't think it was gonna smell like apple. Cherry wood? I'm not getting a smell off of any of these, so I'm just gonna go for the cherry wood. Now, according to the instructions, I never used this before. We're going to need to place AA batteries into the smoke infuser. Got it. Insert the pipe into the hose. Insert the pipe into the hose. There we go. All right. Nothing into the back over here. Then we have to insert the hose to the device as shown in the picture. There is no picture. Oh! Back on the back? Ah! I think it's on the back. Right over here. I'm gonna put it into the top of my little chimney thing. We'll put it on this guy. This will be the smoked one next to the other one. Pop that into the back. You slide it into the top. It doesn't seem like there's nothing stopping from the thing from going in even farther, so I guess that probably works. Does not adhere to the thing very well. Do I put it upside down? I don't know what direction I'm supposed to put this thing. I don't think it goes in like that. Could, though. Maybe it does. What does the thingy say? I got another little card. You put it into the thin part on top. That's where you place it. So I have to flip this upside down. For context, I have never done this before. I have never smoked one of my own cocktails at home before, so this is actually quite exciting. Okay, now what we have to do is take our wood of choice. I'm choosing the cherry. We put it over top. It says, place the wood chips in the smoking chamber. Exactly how many wood chips? I have no idea. Instructions unclear. All the wood chips are in the chamber. There's a little screen in here. And so I'm putting more or less just enough wood chips to cover the screen. There we go. Put that over here. Turn on the smoke infuser by pressing the button. And then we lit the wood chips in the smoking chamber using a match and or lighter. And then we turn off, press button again. Before cleaning, we at least 2 minutes. So we put it off to the side. We'll clean it after the stream. So now I'm gonna get myself a little propane torch, which should be working. Sometimes it does. There we go. We'll turn this guy on. Let me pop this over here so I can actually see what's going on. Jay Novice has popped in saying, hello there. Hello. Hello, Jay Novice. Oh my goodness. I was trying to straighten the tube a little bit. It's not working. Oh my god. It wants to move off the glass. Maybe I pop it in this direction. There we go. We'll take you off to the side. There we go. So you can see this thing actually function. I'm going to move the microphone a little farther away from this so that I do not set the microphone ablaze. That would not be a very good idea. So now we'll turn this thing on. All right. And we light up. And we just kind of let it go. I see smoke coming out of the thing, but not into the... Oh, there we go. There was a kink in the glass. There we go. Woo! Woo. That is smoky. That is smoky. That is smoky indeed. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to. So now... Ooh, that's cool. There is a very thick chamber of smoke there, right above the cocktail. And evidently, if you don't move it, it will stay exactly right there. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the top. We'll just kind of look at it for a while. That's kind of cool looking. I think. Take a little screenshot of that. That is cool looking. That is cool looking. Let's see if that works. OBS was giving me problems this morning. Get a smoked cocktail. Very cool. There we go. There we go. Cool. This thing's still kind of smoldering a little bit. Obviously, if you are trying to smoke cocktails or do anything like this, the instructions say wait a bit for it. And I think I let that sit for long enough, so let's go for it. I'm gonna give a little flourish. I don't know if that worked. That was kind of cool. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. Is smoked old-fashioned. My goodness, I love that. Wow. I've never done this on my own before, and I am absolutely astounded. So I'll do a little cleanup over here. I'll put these off to the side. I'm not actually using the full bar angle, so I can put things on the side of the bar. And because I know Anna sometimes surprises me, I'm going to take these off the floor and place it over here. Okay. So now we have one Manhattan and a smoked Manhattan. Side by side together. I'll give these things a little bit of a stir to get some of that smoke incorporated. So now let's do our side-by-side comparison, right? So, starting off with Manhattan numero uno. Smells a bit like the whiskey that went into it. Kind of cherry-like from that sweet vermouth. Very nice. Nicely aromatic. A very chill aromatic. Very familiar to Manhattans like this. That vermouth in there is tasting especially aromatic today. Not as forward on those chocolate notes as I sometimes get, but I think because of the decanter, the Jerry Thomas decanter bitters, instead of getting those cocoa notes, I'm getting kind of a cherry, not exactly cherry though, cherry, little bit of licorice, and another red fruit, but it's not exactly cherry. Just very, very pleasant. Very pleasant. It's kind of it's a little watered down. I let it sit for a little too long. Those spherical ice cubes, you let them sit. Technically, they melt slower than the cube ones because there's less surface area per volume, or perhaps the inverse of that. But that's a solid Manhattan. Solid Manhattan. Now we go for the smoked Manhattan. Whoa, there goes the smoke. I've definitely had meats that's been smoked like that before. Wow, it's like a campfire. Oh, it's like a campfire. Now I just stuck my face into the smoke. I stuck my face into the smoke, so it's a little overpowering. But now that it's subsided a little bit, it's fiery. It actually almost smells like... This is gonna sound weird. It also smells like a tire. It almost smells like burning rubber. And I wonder if it was because of that weird kink in the hose in the very beginning. If so, prone to user error. It's my first time using the cocktail smoker kit, so that's just how it's gonna be. It's kind of cooled down by now. Okay. Wow. Did I stir this one more than the other one? Wow. That's so much brighter. No way. How are my wash lines on this, guys? They're totally equal. No way. That tastes a lot more potent than the other one. My goodness. Wow, it seems that the smoke really did something. So it's smoky. It's got a burntness to it. Oh my goodness. It's sweeter than the other one. It's a little bit more bitter. It is smoky, naturally, but it's also bolstering those notes of like toffee and like a dark coffee. What is going on there? Wow. Sammy O's, oh yeah, saying hi. Hello there, Sammy O's. I love your name. It kind of sounds like it could be a cereal, like Sammy O's or like Cameos. I'm giving this. Wow, this tastes almost completely different. That's incredible. Flavor context lesson here, apparently. So now that my palate has been prepped with the comparison between these two, the smoke, specifically what kind of smoke was that? This was cherrywood smoke. It does not doesn't smell like a cherry. It smells like burn, smells like char, smells like a little bit rubber tire-y. But instead of bringing out, let's say, those characteristics of the more fruitier notes from the vermouth, or the kind of, and so bringing out more of the fruitier notes of the vermouth and dialing back on those more earthy, almost candy-like notes from the whiskey. Instead, it bolsters those chocolatey coffee bourbon notes and subsides and kind of transforms those fruitier notes and brightens them a bit. It's almost got a marshmallowy taste to it too. Not like a sweet marshmallow, just like I'm the kid at the campfire who lets his marshmallow sit in the campfire for long enough that it just sets ablaze. And I only blow it out when the entire thing looked like it's got that gravelly black texture all over it. Because the center of the marshmallow is gooey and delicious. Hello, that is what it is. Semio's. Oh, actually, no way. Semio's, oh yes. Because it's a delicious, I'm sure it's a delicious cereal. Now, is it more like those Magic Spoon cereals where it's kind of towards adults, or it's that like that beautiful, sickeningly sweet, definitely not supposed to be eaten that as a child, but I did anyways cereals from back in the day? Or is it kind of heart healthy, like Cheerios? Unlike Manhattans. That is so wild to have that stark a contrast between one cocktail and the other, but it kind of makes sense because your whole taste system is a combination of your olfactory sense, which is your nose, and your taste sense is your mouth. I feel like there's a fancier name for the taste sense than like olfactory is your smelling sense, but what is your taste sense? I don't know what the word for that is. But so that's what we'll be sipping on this evening as we conduct a little bit of dream daddiness. We'll be tasting this Manhattan next to this other Manhattan. I should really mark which one is the smoked one because I'm already forgetting which one it is. Let me grab a little umbrella. Smoked reminds me of the color red. So mark this one with a little umbrella to mark that this is the smoked one and this is the other one. It's so cool. Ooh. Excuse me. I'm getting a little... That's wild. So what have we learned here? Smoking cocktails does something to it. Yeah, duh. And the cocktail smoker should not have a bend in it. If you put it on top and it's got this little thing, it's not going to work. So give it some distance. That's what I've learned this time around. I am hoping to get enough inspiration from this particular experience, to inspire whatever will become a cocktail for this. So the reason behind the smoked cocktail this evening is tonight on Dream Daddy, I'm gonna try to be dating Brian. His dad book profile says that apparently he likes to go fishing, and he also likes to talk about grilling techniques. When I think of grilling, I thought of smoked meats. Think of smoked meats, I think of applewood, cherry smoked things. So try to smoke cocktail in context to that. What we kind of do around here at the Bar with an X is we create we take inspiration from some of our favorite games, dive into the universe and conduct a playthrough, and then we try to come up with cocktail recipe ideas for it. So as we traverse throughout the game this evening, if anything strikes out to you as a flavor experience, a smell experience, or a drink experience, by all means, feel free to point it out because sometimes I'm just too dense to see it myself. So let's get back to the game here. The music is so chill right now. Oh my god. It's so low too. Alright, let me get my... I put these cocktails on display now. I got a little stand for them. And I guess what I'll do is I'll put the smoked one up on top. And I'll have the other one on the bottom. Or maybe I have two of these things. Maybe I put them right behind each other's. I have another one of these things. I got another one. Let's do this thing. I got two of them, and one of them had a tea candle in it. I can just do that. Sorry I have to leave. Road trip. Oh, Semios, go for it. The fact that you popped in at all is something I'm greatly thankful for. Enjoy the rest of your trip, and have a wonderful, wonderful time. And thanks again for popping in. Have a happy rest of your Valentine's Day. Because it is, in fact, Valentine's Day. I'll put this on a coaster back here. I'm a little encumbered back here at the bar now. Hopefully that does not fly off. All right, we have two cocktails. One in front of the other. Let's offset those. Side-by-side comparison, smoked versus unsmoked. Absolutely wild. So where we left off, dating dads. We got to meet all these beautiful, beautiful characters with Craig, Matt, Brian, Robert, Joseph, Hugo, and Damien. I am specifically going with Brian because his dog happened to be wearing a green handkerchief, and the color green is something that I am very, well, not the color green, but the color plaid is something that I am absolutely enamored with, so that's what we're gonna go with. I'll bring my microphone a little bit closer, and now, get things started. Brian says, "Hey, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fish and they will get along. On a Friday night, I'm most likely to see just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. If I had one thing to take with me into a desert island, I would take my fishing pole. My turn-ons are a keen understanding of steak cuts, and I wanted to be a fireman when I grew up. My favorite movie genre is a romantic comedy, and my ideal date is all about deck building. Specifically, building a deck in the back of the house so that my daughter can play on it and I can grill better. Not the card decks, which is unfortunate because I love deck building games. I never leave home without my portable fishing pole. It retracts like this, and I spend a lot of time thinking about how my daughter is much smarter than I am. That's great. Let's talk to Brian. I did not know his last name was Harding. That's incredible. I can see some hearts coming in on the YouTube side of chat. Still have no idea how to put those on the live screen, and YouTube does not offer proper support. There's a lot of things coming in now. It's great. Brian, let's go for it. In honor of you, I'm drinking the smoked one. That smoke smell is still around, and now it tastes even more like marshmallows. That's so wild. Hold on, I'm taking another sip of the other one. Wow, completely transformed. They could place completely different. I'm astounded. Man, I don't know how I feel about hanging out with Brian more, but it just seems like Daisy and Amanda got along really well. Maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. Crack my knuckles. Start typing. Hey, Brian. Great grabbing burgers with you at the cookout yesterday. We should get the kids together and hang out soon. And I'll wait a couple minutes until a ding comes in from my computer and a message pops up on the screen. It's Brian! Let's see what he has to say. Hey, man, always love a good burger with a buddy. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We can bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on! Brian. Dude, y'all are going wild with those crazy emote stuff out there. That is beautiful. I really wish I could figure out a way to put that on the overlay, because that was just so beautiful to watch from my angle. And I rearranged my setup a little bit too. So when the folks in the YouTube chat put a bunch of reactions in, I see quite literally from my angle, there are little hearts coming up from this part of the screen. So it looks like Brian is giving celebration and laughs and hearts and stuff. Thank you for that beautiful image. He signed his name. It's really cute. Not gonna lie. Friendly competition? Oh, this is perfect. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. I've been taking her to mini golf courses since she was a little kid, and I'm proud to say that she's almost better at it than I am. Almost. I type back. That sounds great, man. Name the time and place. We'll be there. Hey, Amanda. 1 second! Amanda walks in through the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. You up for some... Hey, you alright?
I'm fine.
Oh, yeah. I'm all right. I just got sad because I started thinking about how I'll never have telekinesis. What do you... You know, you can talk to me, right? There's something going on. Or even if you're just feeling sad, like, I'm here for you. It'll always be here for you. Thanks, Popsicle. But I'm serious. All I want is to lie in bed, be able to make barbecue chips levitate from the kitchen directly into my mouth. Well, I can't give you telekinesis, but I do have a solution you might be pleased with. I run into the kitchen, and I grab a bag of chips, not thumbtacks. I have a bag of thumbtacks on my desk, and I will not be eating those. Success! She clutches it with her mouth. Not the thumbtacks. Again. Not quite telekinesis, but still fun. Again, not referring to the thumbtacks. Hey, did you pick up for some mini golf with Brian and Daisy? I'm a little out of practice. I know my backswing leaves something to be desired, but I think I could keep it in the negatives. Perfect. Come on, kiddo, let's do this. And off we go. Wow, they got a pirate ship. Dude! Somewhere on Hilton Head Island is a mini golf course with a pirate motif to it. And I'm totally ready for this, because that's what it reminds me of. Matey, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Why are you talking like that? Because this mini golf course is pirate themed? I just now realized that we are indeed standing on top of a giant pirate ship in the middle of a putt-putt course. Oh. Alright. Come on, Pirate Dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr! Ahoy! Yar? Avast I'll make Brian and Daisy walk the plank with my superior golfing abilities. I mean, doubloon. Come on, Dad. You told me that was just gonna be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. I need to prepare my body, my mind, my soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. It's just mini golf. Just mini golf?
Oh, it's so much more than that. I kneel down, and I place a hand on Amanda's shoulders. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal, but don't worry about it too much. But we have to beat Brian at mini golf.
Whatever happened to just having fun?
Oh, we'll have fun, all right. When we beat them.
Amanda gives me the side eye, but before I can side eye her back, I spot Brian and Daisy.
Ahoy there, mateys!
Ahoy. Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for a mini golf excursion.
Total power move.
God, why didn't I think of that?
Alright.
Hi, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh, Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just played putt-putt on.
Amanda gives Daisy a look.
I mean, aye, Captain.
Daisy winks at Amanda. Oh, look at these two.
They're two peas in a pod.
So, you excited to get some mini golf in?
Oh,
you know it. You a gambling man? Do I get you if I win? Dude, thirsty. I don't know, it's putting it on too strong. I know when to hold them. I know when to fold them. Fold them or hold them? I'm doing at least one or two of them. I know when to, shoot. That's pretty much all I know how to do. How about the loser buys drinks tonight? All right. But how about we make it a bit more interesting? I'm listening.
the loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend.
Well, my yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on?
I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work.
I don't think I'll need to worry about that.
I'm very good at mini golf, you know.
Oh, yeah?
Hole in one. Every time. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth. So I'm gonna just have to stand by it.
I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
Brian and I eye each other up and down. May the best dad win. Brian and I shake hands, lock eyes. It's about to go down. And I hope this involves a minigame.
Oh my god, it is a minigame! Time to golf!
Okay, it's just...
That's it. Okay. I can do angles. I'm pretty good at pool. I'm gonna draw upon my fraternity pool knowledge to see how this goes. There we go. It's all about angles, bruh. It's all about angles. Which one do I want to go? Oh no! That's so unfortunate. Do I get to continue where I left off? Okay, I just don't get it. All right, that's spicy. That is a very, very spicy spice. Nice. This is a cute little mini game. It really does kind of remind me of pool in college. I was never that good at the game, but I did win every once in a while. I just like playing pool. I don't think that I'm very, very good at playing pool, but I like playing it nonetheless. Oh, I was getting a little slow on the last part. I'm gonna see if this works, and it does not. Are there 18 holes? That's important. That's unfortunate. Yes! Oh, excellence! Somehow a rank S. Is that just like the first part of it? Oh, Amanda pulls me aside while Brian and Daisy start walking to the next hole. Hey, you having a good time? I am having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time destroying Brian underfoot. Just ask because your eye is twitching. No, it's not. I feel my left eye twitch. Amanda raises her eyebrows. We're out to have fun, remember? It's just a game. You're right. It is just a game. A game with extremely high stakes. A game we're currently winning. Dad! Please, Amanda. Please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep the streak going. S rank. S-rank all the way. You have to do this for me, Amanda. Is it really that important to you? Sure. Amanda walks over and tees up for a particularly hard windmill hole. Gripping her club, she winds up and launches the ball right into the parking lot. She looks me right in the eye. Does an exaggerated shrug. Oops. I disagree with her actions, but I appreciate her act of youthful defiance. She walks over, pats me on the back. That was for your own good.
Love you, kiddo. Is it time? Ooh, okay. Time for round 2. Golfing time. These angles are difficult. That was terrible. Nope. I did not think of the... See, I went for the shallow angle, but I needed the more obtuse one. And this one's gonna be tough. This one's basically random. Unless you do it like that. My smarts have absolutely no bearing here. If I can... Ooh, if I can snake it around the corner. Snake it around the corner is gonna be great. Oh no, I hit the corner of all places! I'm not doing very good here. If I just pop it into here... This is a lesson in fiber optics. Total internal reflection, dude! Nice. And I feel like I just have to hit this one off the wall. Or just hit any one of the things in the back. It's gonna be tight. Tight! Really tight, actually. Not very good at all. Well, that means I can't put it over the hole like that. It's just gonna jump right over, right? Is this a trick one? Like, if I just go straight on, like, is it gonna be just fine? Yes! I thought it was gonna bounce over. I guess it depends on how much, like, power you actually have on the swing there. And I don't even know what to remotely do about this. I think I should just go straight on. Oh, wait, no! I ran out of time? I did not realize that was a thing, and I don't even know what to do about this. Go for it. No, absolutely. Oh, it's just Plinko. A hole full of balls? Hilarious. Next one. Absolutely the next one. Just go for it. The mouth was closed. It's just in the water, right? Wow. What? Simpressive. Evidently. Interesting. I guess Brian actually kind of sucks at putting? Well, I try to maintain an air of professionalism because there are children present, but confetti cannons are going off in my brain, and someone is placing a wreath around inner me with the words "Best Dad" emblazoned upon it. Man, that was some good shooting out there, Cameron. I have bested you in the field of mini golf is no joke. Mini golf is beneath me. Oh my god. I bested you in the field of battle. Does he like having his pride, like, just punched in the face like that? That's what's gonna happen. And it felt good, Brian. It felt real good. Brian and I eyeball each other. Electricity shooting between us. It's actually kind of hot.
Yeah.
Arr, Daisy, did you have a good time? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two go enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Cameron, you cool with that? Sure. Just don't get yourselves into too much trouble, okay? Can do. I'll make sure we get into a perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Wink. Amanda and Daisy skip away, yelling about buried treasure or something. Bless that kid's tiny, rebellious heart. Well, I guess we should hit the bar now. And apparently I'm mowing your lawn tonight. Weekend, not tonight. That's not sexual. There's actually a tiki bar attached to this place. How about that? I am totally down with that. That sounds like a plan. Tiki bar ideas? Brian and I walk into the Freaky Tiki, a kitschy island-themed bar. Palm trees adorn the walls and several fake parrots are strewn about. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar, and I can see a little martini just kind of hanging on the bar back there. Anything in particular that strike out? We're coming up with cocktail ideas here. I see a little 6'7" dad as a license plate. 25, is it MOT or MDT? 5D6 54W. It sounds like rolling for damage or something. Guess I'm spending more time with Brian, which is a little more bearable since I was the one who won. Okay, just gotta get my victory drink and get out of here. I think I already proved my superior dadness for the day. 2 pineapples of hospitality, please. I am writing that down, because if that ain't inspiration, I don't know what is. Brian. Pineapples of hospitality. That reminds me of hospitality. Yeah. Thank you for letting me
divert for that just for a moment there. Pineapples of Hospitality kind of sounds like Birds of Paradise, but it's just a fruit instead of a bird, and instead of paradise at a location, it's, I guess, a section of career. The bartender whips up 2 rum drinks inside of hollowed out pineapples. Dude, bro, you are making this too easy for me. Hollowed out pineapples, rum, smoked, and or fish? Dude. Oh my god, this is so cool. I am so struck with inspiration right now. What if we do like a smoked drink? Oh, he sets them on fire. We have to blow them out before we can drink them. Dude! Fire! I cannot wait to come up with a drink for this guy. Do you have a pineapple? Do I have a pineapple corer? I do have a pineapple corer, Disney Queen. Check this shit out. It's stuck. I do have a pineapple corer. Oh, that is gonna work out super duper duper well. Oh my god. Wow. Usually I just do something with my drinks. I completely forgot to read it. I was so enthralled. If you don't want yours, I'll take it. And miss out on the taste of victory? I don't think so. I feel like I want to call the drink victory. I take a sip of my pineapple of hospitality. Victory tastes fruity. Let's talk about lawn maintenance. I'm very particular. No electric mowers for me. I hand cut everything with scissors. I also water the lawn with sprinkled bottled water. Bottled sparkly water. I just ran out, so you're going to have to import some. Italian is preferred, but I'll settle for Icelandic. That's all you have. It's sweet that you're willing to put all that work into taking care of your dead grass. What? My grass is perfectly healthy. It's okay, buddy. I know just the trick to perk it up. I'll work my magic when I finish trimming your grass with the tiniest pair of scissors I own. Fiji water is shook. Dude, seriously though, is Iceland even near Fiji? They are not, kid. That's a lesson in geography, straight from my brain to your face. I'm not good at geography. Even when he's trying to be helpful, I feel personally attacked. And I'm the one who I think has been on the aggressive side, the offensive this time. So, while I sip more of my drink, I notice a TV in the corner. Hey! Extreme Makeover Deck Edition is on. Not the deck with cards, the deck with porches. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. Not a Magic deck, not a Pokemon deck, just a deck. Oh, I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, yeah, it's reality television. Who cares? I care! I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. So you want them to cover those 3 weeks extensively in every episode? It can't be that interesting to watch a bunch of dudes slave over a deck for that long. Like, nobody would watch it. Could you imagine sitting there for a whole week? 100-hour stream? Just building a deck? That's not your type of content, is it? I don't like any of those home improvement shows. I want to watch stuff that's real. Like Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. I have terrible news for you, Cameron. No. Not that too. That's the awful truth. Not the ghosts, though. Those are real. Trucks just don't have an emergency escape button. I've been lied to for so long. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples continually. Kids saying it's not fake-itty television. It's reality. And not reality like real estate. Reality. Not fake entity. Fake identity. So hold up a second. You're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Wow. Nice work. Yeah. Gotta take after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too. The best. He practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird how you spend your whole life trying not to become your father, and you wake up one day, and there you are. But I get to work with my hands. It pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least. That's impressive. Building stuff has always been my weak point as a dad, and I've been okay with that. Until now, when it's brought into comparison with another individual. Now I must defeat him. I do have that patio furniture that I haven't put together.
still sitting in the garage. Okay. Maybe I should cool with the dad competition. I gotta keep it light. So, Daisy seems pretty smart for her age. Yeah, she's a genius. She definitely doesn't get it from her old man, though. It's actually a little embarrassing. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. To be fair, Scrabble is really hard. Letters and stuff. I can barely make good words when I have the whole alphabet in front of me, let alone 7 letters at a time? Come on, dude. See, we can keep things friendly here. This is perfectly pleasant. I could do this all night. Because I feel in a need to impress Brian. And prove I'm better than him, obviously. That's the only reason. Not because I like him or anything. I think. Let's keep it moving. Your beard's nice. Complain about kids? I don't want to complain about kids. You seem to love your daughter. Right, your dog. Dude, with the handkerchief? Dude, with the handkerchief. So you have a dog, and they wear a plaid handkerchief. Please, you have to tell me the story behind that. I sure do. I can't quite remember what he looks like, except for that plaid handkerchief. Oh, he's a little corgi. Always has a handkerchief around his neck. You know, the plaid kind. Plaid's an amazing color. Are you a fan of patterns? I have flowers on my flannel. Yeah. I'm not getting it. I think I might need a visual reminder to jog my memory. If you happen to have any pictures of said dog, like, on your phone, like a personal Instagram, maybe a dad book profile. Don't challenge me, fucker. Cameron, if you want to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. Random question we had from kids. Oh, hello, Emily. And from Lisa. Hello, everybody. Random questions asked kid. How do you think the belief arose that blonde people are stupider than others? I have a feeling that people are under the impression that light hair is lighter, like in weight, than dark hair. Therefore, for the peoples whose heads are lighter, they are closer up to the sky, closer to the clouds, more likely to be airheaded, and therefore, quote unquote, stupider. I appreciate that random question. Show me the goods, Brian. Let me see it. Come on. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog photos. All corgis, maybe. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's the stuff. What a good boy. Oh my god. I look around the room and I take in all the kitschy decor, looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian, and I gesture to it. Look! A cool fish! That fish, right there. It's very, very cool. It is definitely fake. You are right. Really? Everything here is fake. A palm tree over there is just a ficus with plastic coconuts glued to it. I don't see any coconuts, nor do I see any fici, which I assume is the plural of ficus. Can I get a refund on that random question? No, silly, just do another one. I look over. He's right. There is a ficus. But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was much bigger, though. Of course it was. Oh, really? Yep, I went on a trip to Hawaii maybe a decade ago. We were out on the sea for 3 days, catching fish, drinking beer, guy stuff. We had a hot plate on the boat, so we could sear the fish right after we caught it. Throw a little bit of salt, lemon on there. Oh, man. Some of the best food I've ever had. That actually sounds amazing. Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed already, but I was out there watching the stars. Had my line out, and all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack and start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. Can't call out to my shipmates. It's just a man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tuck the guy out. Get him up on the surface. Finally get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it on the boat single-handedly. You know what happens next? What happens next? Damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish is gone. I never felt dumber in my life. It got away? If there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to cap that fish. Captain Ahab style. I'm sure Daisy would be very supportive. Oh, man, fishing's the life. I haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? Actually, I have a confession to make. Hey, what am I doing? Why am I having this inexplicable urge to be vulnerable with him? I cannot tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. I lean in close.
They're all lying. I'm amazing. I'm the best. No one can outfish me. It is a challenge. No one can outfish me. I'm simply the best out there. Okay. Well, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? No, wait. Don't answer that. Don't say it. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. I'll bring some beers. We can just sit back, relax, reel in some trout. I'll bring the kids with us. Come on. You know you wanna. I have been cornered. Yeah, okay. Brian gives me an exuberant high five. All right. Yes. Maybe we'll see who can catch the most fish so I can get you mowing my lawn. You know what I'm saying? You can try to be me. They don't call me Cameron good at catching fish with an X for nothing. I am spinning a web of lies that I fear will one day consume me. Sounds like it'll be a scrap. Brian and I finish our drinks and we head outside. This is truly an illusion of choice. I have absolutely no choice in this matter. However, if you look closely, kid, if you see eggplants, we're doing things right. Till next time, do dad puns, a great opportunity. Kiss my bass. I'm real excited. He likes it. To catch way more fish than you, Brian. Brian extends his hands, gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see the competitive fire in his eyes. This is gonna become a whole thing, isn't it? Constantly. Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home with me. She immediately plops down on the couch, flips on the TV. So, how was your hang with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he? Nah, he was pretty gracious about it. Like frustratingly gracious. Yeah. How dare a guy have some decency? Come on, Dad. He's like a neat dude. I think so. I don't know. The guy loves a good competition, so I kind of roll with it. But then again, apparently, so do I. Despite not being the competitive type, something about the fire in his eyes and the feeling of the putter between my hands and the look in his eyes, and then the look in his eyes again. Anyway, what did you and Daisy wind up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure a bit. But Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit, so we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed, and then we sat around eating Brian's food. Don't tell him I said that. That's standard babysitting protocol. I really like hanging out with Daisy. She's super mature for her age. Yeah, Brian says she has a hard time relating to other kids. She kind of reminds me of you at your age. Although, she doesn't bite people as much as you did. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. You're gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing with me. Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking on the inside. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn, sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of a tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun. You'll remind yourself as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's reflection, or simply just the abyss. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You're coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse this order. Daisy's coming too? Well... I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine. Sold. I'm in. All right. I'm bushed. Gonna call it a night. Don't stay up too late. Never saying that term again. You got it, Pops. And don't bush too hard. I'm regretting that one already. Try fly fishing. Sid, kid, what is fly fishing? You throw a fly out there? Bushed? Dude, I don't know either. Hello, Willpower. Welcome in this evening.
You sure know how
Dude!
to bad blush.
Ranks, bro. That's the plural of rank. You know that because there's an S next to it. Quality. Total points is 98,765,430? I don't know. Who's Sid? Slip of the tongue. Can't be here for too long, but wanted to stop by and say hello. Willpower, your kindness brings me great joy.
And I hope that with the rest of your evening, wherever you go after this, it is a wonderful, or has been a wonderful, Valentine's Day. So apparently my lawn care is really good. Daddy points. Oh, dad points and daddy points. Combine them together. Interesting. Soft boy. I'm getting achievements. Does that show up on the screen? Take a little sip of that drink. Now, Brad, you have to tell me which one. Because they're both really good. Oh my god. I'm dying out here. Consumption! All of them. Well, I guess I could do just one or the other. Regular Manhattan. Regular Manhattan. Cherry. I'm getting the cherry now. Very nicely cherry. There's a weirdness in there. Almost like grapes. Like a grappa. And then for the smoked one, it still smells like smoke. Oh my god. That's like, I think I put too much smoke in there. That tastes like bitter smoke. Now it tastes a little bitter. It was a little too much, but I let it sit in there for a hot minute. Oh my god. The nice mail person outside slides a couple of letters in a very large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in, and it is so funny to watch from the inside. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. Not my coupons. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay. Just thought you might want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can always come back. Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is literally killing me. This is her dream school. I thought the last one was her dream school because she seemed completely crushed by it. Amanda's face is completely unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in! Oh my god! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big ol' hug. Congrats, sweetie, that's amazing! I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I can't believe I got in! Well, of course you got in. You are a great student. You nailed the interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive. It's really, really far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for like the longest of time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda gives me a big old hug again. Hey! Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner? Your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? And there we go. We're going to the Bayside. X to doubt. I don't think pressing X would happen in anything, but I'll try. Everybody can, you can have many dreams as you like. Willpower, this is a very interesting game. I don't know if you've ever, excuse me for that. If you've never frequented a dating sim before, this is a dating sim specifically by specifically by the Game Grumps. They make games too. They both play the games and they make the games. That's wonderful. I'm very happy to have my little Game Grumps pin completely representing. They are very cool live. Amanda and I walk along the Bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a burrito with a view. I can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. That's why they call it Maple Bay. We're on a bay. That's how that works. Amanda, slow down. You've read so fast that I completely skipped the text. I don't know if there's a way to go back to text in this game, and I've definitely skipped it a little bit. Gotta go, says Willpower. Dude, catch you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Tito-rito? Tito's and Ritos? Vodka in my burrito? Come on, kid. I know I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free. Adobe Premiere, Adobe Penultimate Premiere, Adobe Not So Premiere, Adobe Behind the Scenes. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito, and honestly, is Adobe even a word anymore? Adobe. Adobe. I thought I to chew with her, I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I can't even say words now. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be the best of friends. Craig and I were. Good roommate could be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. I'm honestly just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog bark. Carl ruled. Ooh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe a snake. Or maybe both. Would the snake eat a rabbit, though? Oh, boy. I think I'm gonna leave that one up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her. But I need to be real for a second. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, you need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. Pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And I don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. Aw. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now, and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry, too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad! Can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. Pull Amanda in for a big ol' hug. Give her a kiss on her forehead. I love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Oh, makes me think about when I have a child one day. Oh my god! It's great. Kid Santa's popping out for the evening. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. Happy Valentine's Day. I just realized that I get messages in this app. Now let me make sure. Do I have... I still have my dad book stuff. This was my last big save, because what I'd like to be able to do, and I don't even know if this is really possible, but I'd like to be able to go back for each of these things. I'm wondering if I can get through every dad in a single stream. We're at like the hour and 13 mark now. This is going swimmingly. One date down. One date down with Brian. This is going great. I'll see if it's possible. I really don't know if it is, but we'll certainly take a check. We'll see. All right. Can I get through every dad in a stream? Just rapid fire dad dating. That would be incredible. Hashtag squad goals, dude. Brad, you know it. All right. I see a message from Manda. Dad Manda. Hey, Cameron, it's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for Dadbook. They've recently added this exciting new messenger service, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads, like myself. Take care not to miss them. Can I send a message back to her? No. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on Dadbook? What are you doing on Dadbook? Nothing? Well... Well, this text message apparently says, "Oh, why, Cameron, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things." Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait. No. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all of my vegetables. I'm totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. Conversation ended. Oh, okay. That's cool.
Hello, fellow dads out there. Hello, dads. We're going on more dates with Brian. Oh my god, heart level 1. I need another one. Hey man, you want to hang out and grill burgers? Don't skip the corners. Dad tip number 47. Dude, you gotta eat those corners. And when I think of corners, I think of the crust on sandwiches, is where my brain went for corners specifically. Very diluted Manhattans now. The regular Manhattan kind of tastes like the reminiscent flavors of the vermouth. A little bit of vanilla notes from the bourbon. This still smells like smoke. And it's sweet, but now it's a little too smoky. Ooh, message from Brian. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian, and now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. Tap back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish, and my lawn could use another good mowing. That'll show him. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour. I had previously forgotten existed. Man, it's gonna be a rough start. Earlier one. Eat it! Eat it, said Life. Hello, Life! you don't realize this, Life, but I've actually been hoping that somebody would get that randomly picked message for consumption, because they had... Do you know what a kumquat is? Because if you don't know what a kumquat is, it doesn't matter. Mandarin quats are a combination of mandarin oranges and kumquats, and I have been eating these bad girls all day long, and I'm about to put another one in my mouth. They are so incredibly juicy! Oh my god! Soda squeezes. Dude, I'm telling you, kumquats are fucking amazing. Brian responds back, letting me know... Oh, I already read that. Amanda! Eat your mandarin quats! Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen eating a cheese stick, not a mandarin quat. By biting it off of a piece by piece, like some kind of monster. I did not raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese, for a reason, Amanda.
Dad.
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope, my stint in the Scouts was brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know what I had to. Know that I had to be outside and tie knots and stuff. Alright, I finally finished the mandarin quat. I need to drink some water. That was insane. For those who aren't aware of the beauty of kumquats, kumquats have a sweet rind. They're like tiny oranges, but they have a sweet rind and a sour inside. And it's like a sour, it's almost like it's Sour Patch Kid in fruit form, except instead of sour sweet gone, it's sweet sour juicy explosion in your mouth. I freaking love them. They're so good. I freaking love these things. They're so good. Oh my god. Alright, let me fill up one more. But, I see Life in Croydon saying, they've been lurking for a little while. Helldivers 2, gonna need to pick up sweet vermouth since that seems to be a common ingredient in all of your drinks. So, sweet vermouth is really, really good for some classic cocktails. For my two favorite drinks, actually my favorite drink for a long time was a Negroni, which is equal parts gin, vermouth, and a specialty liqueur called Campari. It's an Italian bitter orange liqueur. You can, if you see any bottle of liqueur that looks like a bright neon red, you can probably swap it out for Campari. There are cheaper options out there. Aperol is on the sweeter end. I saw a $50 bottle of wine Amaro in Giant the other day, and I've never tried it. But sweet vermouth, equal parts gin, vermouth, Campari for a Negroni, one of my favorites. Great with an orange twist over top, stirred. And then Manhattans are 2 to 1 ratio of bourbon or whiskey. Technically, rye is the preferred one to sweet vermouth. And those are just 2 like really good ones that use sweet vermouths. You can make a Boulevardier, which swaps out the gin in the Negroni with bourbon or whiskey, depending on what kind of spirit you're into. And you can play around from there. My recommendations. Although you didn't ask for it, I'm giving it to you anyway. But that's cool. Lurking is cool. I'm a lurker myself, so in case you do feel bad about it, don't. I welcome it. I'm gonna beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Sure, yeah. You remember last summer how I applied for a job at the coffee shop across town? Can you give me a refresher? During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine. I really wanted the job, so I lied. And I said yes.
Hello. Then you go by Tit.
Welcome in, Diana.
You go by Tit. Quite well.
I just noticed.
Thank you very much.
That alert was in the middle of the screen. I had no idea it did that. Thank you for helping me test out my alerts, Diana. I had no idea that was working that way. What overlay do I have on here? That is definitely in the wrong... That is in the wrong place. Look at that! Twitch alerts are right over there. That's so silly. That should be over top of my face. Thank you and welcome in. Welcome in indeed. For anybody who's been here a little bit before, I changed up the follow ones. There's a really hilarious meme where it's this dude sniffing whiskey and it's just hilarious. On that first morning, there was a line at the door. Within a half an hour, I severely burned my hand and they told me to go home and never come back. And I still have a scar from that. Of course, I remember. What does that have to do with fishing again? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. Huh. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish? And burns? Huh? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try explaining it to me. Okay. Brian's just... He thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can, and he has to one-up me. I gotta beat him in his own game, honey. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay. I know that's what's happening.
Are you sure?
All right, Pipes. Yes, dear. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Night, man. Manda Panda. Early morning fishing time! This is gonna be reminiscent of how I convinced myself in the morning not to get up. I brush my teeth, throw on some PJs, climb into bed, set my alarm, close my eyes, set my phone halfway across the room so that the person who's sleeping in my bed, which in the canon of this game is nobody, because my wife is dead, and I have a little QR code in the center upstairs so that when I get up in the morning to actually turn off my alarm, I have to walk upstairs, see the sunlight, scan the code, and somehow convince myself not to go back downstairs, which I've done twice this week already. Sleep. Sleep time. Sleep. Sleep. Sleep time. I am wide awake. I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping there's something I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning, told me to get dressed, and I meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot, muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence. Fishing. Pole in one hand, beer in the other hand. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes, just didn't say a thing. That didn't help at all. And now that I think about it, I think I may have some repressed sadness about my father, and I'm just gonna pocket that and deal with it later. I'm sitting on a boat, middle of a body of water. I cannot see any land around us, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid. Placid? Placid. And still. I'm holding a fishing pole.
I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water, and I wait. And I wait. My whole being filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. The dowel of discipline makes a really great impromptu fishing rod. You used the wrong lure. I look up and I see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. Panicking now, I pull the lure up, try to grab a different one, but all the lures in my tackle box, they're all exactly the same, and they all look like tiny bottles of bitters from the Bitter Truth, not sponsored. I look up to my father for guidance, and he's just gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over, and I fall into the water, sinking further. I see multitudes of fish that have been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me, as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. You gotta use a natural buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. Brian, oh my god! I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. That was genuinely alarming. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes. And I get out of here. Oh my god. I spot Amanda's door, half open, and see her still curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Morning, Amanda. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? Because I am certainly not ready for whatever the hell that was. Panda, you gotta get up. I cannot do this without you. Also, please stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda. I'll get up. In a minute. Alright. Brian should be here in 20, but you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her room, make myself some coffee, and another cup. With lots of cream, sugar-free Amanda. Whenever she wakes up. She's a cream and sugar kind of gal. I respect that. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do word jumbles. Keep my mind sharp. And if the day ever calls for it, to destroy Brian's daughter at word Scrabble. At Scrabble. I hear the doorbell. Still rubbing her eyes. We walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's door and I open it. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat with that cute little plaid handkerchief of his, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Cameron sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass on by. So, where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here, a little spot I've been going since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy nature. My, fishing pole is in the shop. Getting tuned up. Do you maybe have, like, an extra that I can borrow? Of course! It's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours, though. Right. I'm digging a hole here. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees, despite the fact that the sky is very clearly blue out here. But the only pink thing is the flowers. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the brush. Delightful. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step out of the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Cute. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and cooler down to the edge of the lake where he has a canoe waiting. Dude, Brad, you're right. Everybody had the same car and dashboard. Illusion has been shattered. Yeah, that was Brian's car, right? That was awkward. Huh. Oh,
great, it's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell.
I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Does he actually get the life vest?
All right, your turn.
Brian hands me a lime green life vest.
Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me.
I can swim, thanks. No thanks. I can swim, thanks.
Maybe if you fall in love, I fall in, you'll save me. Hot. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to save me. Suit yourself. I'd be happy to.
Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks.
You kids want to fish?
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing?
Daisy, don't you want to fish?
Oh. I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff.
All right, be safe, but don't go too far.
Brian puts the life vest around himself, and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake.
Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. See some of the fish out there? They're feeding. Early.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am very knowledgeable about.
Still a gambling man?
You know it.
Let's see who can catch more fish.
You can catch more than one?
Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line?
Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously.
I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn.
Custody of our children?
More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker.
The Whackmaster 2000? Dude, come on, that's limited edition.
But if you win, get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000.
The cordless version?
That's the one.
Shit. Dude, the Reach and Cut 3000 is a state of the art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches at the back of the yard that have been bugging for a pruning. Rawr. You're on.
We shake on it.
Let's get him.
I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish, fatherly pride
will one day be the undoing of my whole web of lies. I watch as Brian ties a lure, does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy.
Now I have to do that. So I stare down at the tackle box, at the pole in my hand. I'm gonna stretch before physical activity.
Because I'm such a pro fisherman, I anticipate a lot of physical movements over the course of this fishing session. To prepare for such activities, I will now stretch my body so it is limber, ready for battle. Just like this.
That's very responsible of you. Yeah, I know it is. I do some calf stretches, some bicep pulls, some hand flicks, and I crack my neck several times over. I bend over, try to touch my toes, and I honestly can't quite make it happen, but I barely get the tips of my fingers past my shins. All right. Ooh. My nubile body is now live, pliant, perfect for wrangling every trout in this lake with my bare hands. Not a fishing pole. Now what?
The mating call. I don't know how to tie this thing. As you probably already know, fish already respond positively when tempted with the call of a potential mate. Observe. Gazing out at the lake, I prepare my call.
Oh! Let me get that tail, you flatty fish! Okay, I'm officially uncomfortable.
All part of the territory, Brian. I guarantee those fish are horned up, ready to get caught. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back, and I launch the lure as hard as I possibly can. And now we're fishing. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far, far away. landing in the lake with a loud little sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. The cold air drives the pressure down. The cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole we're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole. And I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. It's fishing time! Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up 3 of the same species, and you reel them at match 3. Dude, match 3 is just fine. I need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell which fish is which. Some of them do look very, very, very similar to each other.
Catch that fish.
I can certainly try. So I guess I do this. Oh, that's not bad. They're here over here. They are like very, very similar. Oh, that was a good one. Ooh, a combo? Dude. Okay, yeah, it's like Bejeweled. It's basically Bejeweled. I loved playing Bejeweled. That's the largemouth bass, a popular sport fish made infamous by the singing Billy the Bass novelty toy and decoration. It's easily confused with a smallmouth bass. Yes, you are quite right, Brian. And as I just realized the time is still going down. Oh my god, this goes up here. And then we got these guys. This is Bejeweled. I love this game. I wonder if I'll get corrected again if I make a mistake. I am definitely fishing. Thank you, narrator. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, there's a good one. That's an okay one. This is wild. I do love the timer just running down while the daddy is just like totally hitting on me. This one. There we go. Ooh, I got this one down here. Okay, okay. I have no idea how well I'm doing. Ooh, that's a group of 4. Ooh, that's a cool one. I don't know about that. Wow, I'm overwhelmed. Correct me again. That's the northern pike, a sport fish that isn't great for eating due to its tough, scaly hide. Oh my god, they're slippery and hard to tell apart. They really are. They really are. Oh, here's one. Oh, great. Great, 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 great. Here's one down here. I see the rainbow trout. Oh, I got it. I think it's a rainbow. Oh, get it? It's a rainbow trout. That makes total sense, actually. And then I get another rainbow trout. Totally understand. I did that one incorrectly. Okay. But this one's a rainbow trout, which means I could use it on anything. And I can't see the ones down here. I don't want to do that one. I'm totally terrible at this. Am I losing points when I do that? I'm not losing points. I feel like I have to get 100. I have 4 seconds. Wow, this is a disaster. Oh, this one. Yes, I got 1,000. That's what I meant by that. Yes! Oh my god. Good work. Your approval means so much to me, Brian. Tip number 19, use your hips while throwing. I'll try my best. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling, and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand, and I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly, and the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's long. It's a beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net, and I do the netty thing. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the ones Brian's caught. That pole saw is mine. Oh my, oof. And the entire canoe tips over with me, and I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's big burly arms. Game over. I'm finally dragged upward, sputtering water. All of our gear floats on the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having just an absolutely wonderful time. You all right? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over, fill it with our now completely soaking wet gear. We row back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contractor must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. But want to hand me yours? Yes. Yeah, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt, and I, toss it to Brian. Here you go. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all. Really. Another thing you've bested me in. Stupid, sexy Brian. Making me take off my vest and everything. You might as well fry that shirt up. It seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out on the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to get the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls.
I don't know.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts, pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire, and I accept the cargo short granola. Oh, now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They are too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun cresting in the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Man, nature's beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my nip and curse. Damn it. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it down and douse myself. Ugh. Would have hated how this stuff smells. Really? I always kind of liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. I'm gonna throw that stick. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stomach little legs can carry him. What a cutie. The dog. But also Brian? Which, consequently, very fast. Extremely cute, though. Nice throw, Cameron. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats? Scratch behind his ear? Dude. Behind the ear works on all of the dogs that I've been to recently. I give Maxwell some nice little scratches behind the floppy ears. He responds in kind by licking my face. He really likes you. And be careful, he's going to try to follow you home if you keep that up. I scratch Maxwell's ears more intensely. I'm going to steal your dog, Brian. We both laugh, but I'm only kind of kidding. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad. Bob Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation. Demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. Ugh, thank you for that. To put my vest on properly. Yeah. Where have you guys been? Studying in entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for? A child? Maybe. Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Right. That was fun. Oh, we take a seat around the fire, and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything, this guy? Fish tastes okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously. Mouths full of fish. Dude, I love fish. I wish I had some fish. Anna reminded me that we have some mahi-mahi in the freezer. And apparently tilapia. And maybe some cod. Dude, this fish is incredible. I don't think I've ever had fish this good. Yeah. It's great. Whole Hardin family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake, and then all of a sudden... And then I accidentally tipped over the boat! Don't worry, all the gear floated up to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Yeah. That's exactly what happened. I can't believe you just covered for me. How romantic. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. What a guy. What a guy. Brad asks, how do you have all that fish? We are doing white people tacos tomorrow, and I am very excited. We have all this fish because we actually get a freezer filled up with food, meats and fish and some other stuff every 6 months or so, because we found that it was cheaper than us trying to go to the grocery store. Because like the giant that we got around here, the supermarkets, the meat is sometimes questionable, and Anna's very particular about things. So we try to make sure that whatever we have is top quality, or at least top is quality we can get. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it's actually really convenient too. When we're finished with our fish, we go by and do something. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They have had a long day. Been an ordeal today, but let me drive you home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, nah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. Rest my head against the window. The low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. Open my eyes and realize that I dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Also, this sounds like twerp. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. I'm ready to fight. With my strong arms. These ones. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun. Actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Ryan begins to unload the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Wow, long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah. Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing my face in it.
Aww.
Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly impact your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I'm a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. I want to be a floor slug.
That was a great date.
Yo, we got the ranka. You can't see it because the recipe's there. Got the ranka. Nice. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. The kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently at the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda, get out! Okay. I quickly leave her room and I shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again.
Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I do, I'm still constantly thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever is bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't even look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up, takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but always kind of hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table, look at a picture of Amanda hanging on the wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is like a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear, and I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get back up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep on trying. And as I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. And then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing ever happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm probably only going to make things worse. But I do have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. And I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a second? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just... Whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner. Just wants you to be happy.
Oh.
Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so... was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull cake out of the refrigerator and take a cocktail in my hand, place it on the table. Consumption. I hope the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you need me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R has been going to that fancy... I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Oh my god. Which one was which? I'm terrible with names. The best friend?
Hey.
You got it! Wow, I'm proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know?
Amanda Puke. That Amanda Puke in the GGB. Thank you for the assist, Brad.
And she's been spending a lot of time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's at the same night, that they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is... God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. That's a thing?
What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely did not know that, okay? I did not know that.
You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever putting their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really, really wanted nachos.
Totally understandable.
Dad.
So I go to the mall anyway, I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? Gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R. Kind of weird, right? But then they kiss.
No.
Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I have no idea who that is, and these people are just bad friends. You're right, Brad. Grace is the boring one, the gossipy one. Did she poop the bed too? Did she poop the bed? No, Dad. Please stick with me here. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck! Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and I immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat just asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... sorry, that's a lot. Are you still following? I'm a little confused, but I think I understand. I have no idea what's happening. What did Emma R say? Okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that?
You know what? I can believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all kind of beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were definitely dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on red. And then...
Wait. Left me on red. Please define this term.
Oh, like, she saw my message and did not reply. And I know because they are read receipts.
I don't know what a read receipt is, but I'm a nod. Pretend I understand that.
Gotcha. So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sends screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of.
All right, I think you lost me at the screenshots, but this is definitely a bad scenario.
There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is, everybody dropped me. Half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but MR's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she just stabbed me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. I'm as mad as I am at everybody. Like, I miss him, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected. I almost can't take it. What can I possibly say to help in this scenario? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. And thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have had to transform into a monster truck a long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Dude. Real friends can do that. Real friends make mistakes. It's true that not all friendships last forever. And depending on your scenario, high school sucks. But not all... I think that's the most... Honestly, I think that's the most real piece of thing to say here, as I guess as the father figure here. Not all friendships last forever. People are going to come in and out of your life. It's just kind of how it works. Not every friendship is going to last forever, so just cherish your friends while you have them. When it's over, don't dwell so much on the bad stuff. You had some good times with MR, but you guys grew apart. Learn from it. Keep moving forward. There's so many new friends to make. And they're going to be so much cooler than MR and the rest of them. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem.
Huh.
I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the entire cake?
Yes. Yes, we did just eat that whole cake.
Well, good talk. Amanda gets up and goes to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around.
Hey, Pops.
Yeah?
Thank you.
You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh my god, she said the phrase! Wow, dude, use your hips when throwing.
Welcome. You've got Dad.
Oh my god, that was so heartfelt, holy shit. Wow. Wow, that was so great. I had to take a moment for that. Wow, that was wonderful. Oh my god, dude, that was so heartfelt. Wow. Oh my god, that was beautiful! What a beautiful scene that was! Oh my god! Okay. Let's get back into it. We're trying to fuck some dads tonight. Let's get picked. Cannot be distracted. There are daddies on the line. Brian, it's your time. I just want to make sure I still have that saved from the very beginning. I still have the one that I saved from that. I don't even know if I need to. If anybody out there knows the game better than I do, if I don't, if I get to date number 3 with a dad, and I like do the stuff, can I continue on with the other dads, or am I like locked in place? Like maybe what I should do, I should save right here. I'll save here. Now I have a dad book later on, and this is 2 heart levels with Brian. Dream Daddy. Oreo, my dude, how are you? Gosh.
Dude, I love this thing so much. God, dude, Oreo, we just had... Dude, we had the scene where it was like Emma R and Emma P and Noah and this Grace person, and it was really good dad advice, and like, I'm still kind of reeling from it a little bit. It was just wonderful. Brian is best daddy. They say that you're supposed to save the best for last, but evidently we're saving the best for number one. Because this is only my first dad that I'm dating. Way back when, I think it was over a year ago. Ooh, hey. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? Yeah. I'm ready for it. But I think it might have been almost over a year ago. I played this game with Anna and we never quite got back to it together. And I had some really awesome ideas for some cocktails. So I had to dive into this game and go for it. And it is just, it's great. Nothing but good feelings about the game. I totally agree with that. All right, let's get back into it. Emotional dad thing. Dude, if this was actual daddy moments, like, you would not have time to recover from this. Day after, night after, you gotta jump back into it. Oreo's super got a PS5. Slim. Dude, jealous. So now the other PS5 that's here is my partner's, and I'm on my Steam Deck currently playing Tomb Raider Remaster. It dropped today. I did see somebody put a thing out for Tomb Raider today. And I honestly didn't know where it came from, but it goes to show me there are no such things as coincidences. That's cool. How are you enjoying that so far? I've never played a Tomb Raider game. So, me as the dad, spend the day lounging around my house in my bathrobe and my slippers. I'm actually wearing my slippers. These are my slippers. They are plaid, and they are wonderful and comfy. A testament to my dad laziness all around the world. Third coffee of the day, and I'm doing my second word jumble in pen. Man, this is the life. Hey, this one spells door.
You're still taking me to the fair later, right?
There's a fair.
Ugh.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us.
It's not ringing a bell.
I came home yesterday with cotton candy.
No. Nothing.
Ugh.
I gave you a teddy bear that won. Specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously?
Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance.
Right.
That fair? Yeah. I thought you meant the other carnival.
You're coming with me tonight, right?
Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and the word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to the word jumble.
Park, dog, clock, cereal.
I knew that. I totally knew that.
The secret word that they all spell out is pool.
Hey, you're pretty good at this.
Now, you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me.
Amanda pushes me into my bedroom, forcing me to change out of my bathrobe, unfortunately.
Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight.
Got it.
Huh.
And no flip-flops. Not after last time.
We don't talk about last time. Off we go. Dude, the Tomb Raider is good, says Oreo. I grew up with it. My dad saw replaying it as an adult, and it's great. And you can switch between the OG graphics and the remaster. That makes sense. I saw a short today, and it was Lara Croft in like a bathroom area with some like butler guy walking around, and it was old graphics, but it said like Tomb Raider Remastered, and I was like, that doesn't look very remastered, but that sounds really awesome. That's really, really cool, actually. And you said it's Tomb Raiders 1 through 3. I'm not familiar with the Tomb Raider series at all. As somebody who's more familiar with it than I am, does it have lore? Does it have inspirational things? Could we pull drink ideas from it, Oreo? Our local master, dude. Oreo, other fellow streamer, excellent. I caught him playing. I think it was Helldivers the other day, and that was pretty awesome. So that is, if anything, worth follow in my humble opinion. That didn't work. Hold on. It's this button. There we go. That's the button. That's the button we're talking about. There we go. 1 to 3 collection. It's all 3 games in one. I think you could put drinks from it. Cool. I'm gonna add that to my list. I'll put that right up beside my head. Game Wreck. Tomb Raider. I appreciate the insight there, Oreo. Helldivers 2 was funny as fuck, crying, laughing so hard. It looked wonderful. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So what's the first thing you're gonna do at the fair?
Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything. Put it in my mouth. I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that the deep frying process can transmute any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing.
Please don't throw up this time.
I know my limits.
You said that last time.
I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right?
If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the Dad constituency. However, I'm happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides, as per Dad custom.
Define scary rides.
Anything that moves, and doubly so if it happens to move and have a pulse.
Well, you're no fun. Well, maybe I'll find somebody at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise?
Yeah, maybe one of your friends from the school will be there, like, who's the one with, the eyebrows?
Teresa? She got mono.
What about the one who, like, vapes?
Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom.
Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider.
But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I?
What?
Hey, look! We're here!
Nice. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids run around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby little fists. Colorful lights flash all around us. I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries.
Hey, let's go over to the greasy food carts first.
Oreo says the remaster is just as much as I like the remaster, the OG just hits the true spot of playing, that is. Dude, there's nothing that hits the soul better than nostalgia. And that's apparently why I spent the entire last year playing Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, because that was a feel-good thing. And Oreo got to scream again when I saw the alligator boss fight on Tomb Raider 2. I like the context on that, but anything thinking about how to go up against an alligator sounds incredibly daunting. Amanda leads me by the hand in a very particular direction and says,
I know my favorite one is around here somewhere.
wait a second, is that Brian?
Wow, look who it is.
Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have.
What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time, in the exact place.
Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival at the same night, at the same time?
Yes, Daisy. It's so strange. How bizarre.
Brian. Cameron. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing and then out-humbling me in front of my own daughter. I still want that pole saw. There's plenty of Midway games here.
Okay, how about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together?
Yes, Amanda, I think that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go and do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy, and they lead us towards some rides, which coincidentally, unlike Oreo's experience, does not in fact have a bear, to my knowledge. I can't believe Brian's here.
Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework, and I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other.
Oh. He's complaining about me?
No, Dad. That's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common.
See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian? He's getting obliterated.
Dad, you have to chill. Please chill for my sake.
I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad and the chillest, I'll be so chill. You could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him.
Dad!
I spot the entrance to the Midway. A perfect opportunity. I'm gonna chill this guy so hard. Brian, check it out. Want to get a couple of games in? Come on, you want to play games with me, don't you? That sounds fun. Maybe a little, friendly competition?
No, we wanted to check out some clowns. Over there.
Amanda,
You're scared of clowns. Overruled.
Ah, fine. Sure. Let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation.
Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice.
I'll win you something nice too, Daisy.
I'll win more nice things than Brian.
I'd like to see you try.
Brian and I glare at each other. And so the midway games almost begin. We've been at it for longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily at each new game Brian and I try to challenge each other to. Their arms overburdened with all the stuffed animals and the t-shirts with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back.
Ugh.
Dad, please, enough.
Just one last game, honey.
So, Cameron, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? My body!
I spot it from across the midway. Not my body. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie? How about your old dad wins you a goldfish?
If it'll get us out of here, it's...
Great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm it.
The person who wins the goldfish wins the nights.
Is that my dream, Daddy? You're damn right it is, Oreo. Out in the distance, the goldfish is your father. Looks like a ski ball. You any good?
I'm the best skee ball player to ever grace this earth.
Think you can handle me? Still willing to put up with your weed backer?
Only if you're willing to port that pole saw.
Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee ball champ.
We share an earnest shake.
I'm gonna ski that ball real good, I think.
How do I do this? How does one ski the ball? Oh, I just like... That seems perfect. Oh my god, it's almost good. It's almost good. Dude, it's almost good. Skee ball. Dude, skee ball master. Skee ball master. Dude, skee ball was like the shit. I loved playing skee ball with my youngest brothers. Dude, that's 100. That's 100 going in. Dude, that was so weak. Absolutely weak indeed. But we gotta go for the centerpiece for the 50. 40, that's fine. Gotta go for the top one. 100, not quite. That's okay. This is incredibly exhilarating. I cannot even believe this. Dude, go for the 100. Yes, absolutely. Another 100? You couldn't even believe it. The skills of this dad. This dad is the dad that dads all other dads. I am the daddy. And I'm going to show Brian who's boss with 1,000 points. It's got to be 1,000 points. It's almost 1,000 points. That was not actually that good. Power? Nope. I'm running out of time. I have 6 seconds left. It's just about how many balls you skeet. It's about how many balls you skeet. Gotta go for those skeets. Gotta go for the skeets. 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 How did we do? Yes! Skeet skills. Oh my god. Wow. I don't think I've ever been as excited about a game of skee ball than it was this virtually. The bell sounds, the lights flash, it feels like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at me. I turn to look at Brian, and his face is just freaking priceless. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. My hands shake. He passes it over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine! I have bested Brian. You won. Fair and square. I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft for the world to see. Look at this freaking goldfish. Look at this beautiful... I don't have a fish. Look at this Pikachu. Look at this beautiful fish. Look at this beautiful boy. Speech, 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 speech. I have achieved the title of Peak Dad. I am the Alpha Dad. Fathers around the world cower before my patriarchal superiority. I invite any dad to come for my crown, for I will most assuredly defend this beautiful boy. I get down on one knee, hold out the goldfish to Amanda. Daughter dearest, whatever shall you name your newfound friend? Amanda takes the baggie from me and stares at it blankly.
I think I'll name him.
Amanda looks at me dead in the eyes, unblinking.
Brian.
Brian holds back a chuckle. Brian the man, not Brian the fish. Brian the man is the one who holds back a chuckle. Great name.
You know what? Hey, can we go to the Ferris wheel? Yeah, I want to ride the Ferris wheel.
Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. I'm still not a fan of carnival rides. As the king of dads and all that, riding is so beneath me. Giggity. I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, love carnival rides. I am the best at carnival rides. Sitting my tuchus on a Ferris wheel? I'm the best at that. I'm so good at that. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride, but Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me.
So how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still trip me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Wow. Is high school really that easy? Absolutely, yes. The School of Hard Knocks, though, that's another story.
Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm.
Welcome to the streets. You check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday.
Oh.
Daisy, stop, or I'll cry.
They are too cute. Next! Amanda pushes me forward. You first! I sit down on the carriage.
Now you.
Daisy pushes Brian to the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gate. Now wait just a second.
We're gonna go get some deep-fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences.
Hold on!
Get along!
Amanda and Daisy run off into the crowd. Little scampers. The ride starts moving. I'm sitting in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed. Not talking to Brian at all. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upward. Ferris wheels are boring. Could this ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below. Sorry, folks. Ride's stuck. There's a raccoon must have stolen a key component to the monitor. They're very crafty animals that are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would kill for something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before they can get all down. Settle in. Get cozy. Well. And hey, no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, And no math stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival, and I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers, and oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cake first? My stomach is rumbling. Oh, I know that sound. Dude, Brian reaches into his cargo pants and pulls out some fruit leather. Offered it to me. Cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as a crowd begins to form under us. A group of carnival workers attempt to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of word jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Hey, always bring a puzzle book with me too. Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. Ooh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and pen out with a smile. Absolutely not. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why, do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart. What? Yes. Yes? Yes. A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid, and your landscaping, and your stupid weed whacker, and I'm sick of it. And all you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do. I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. And there were times when I didn't want to beat you, Cameron, but really all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god, I feel like such an ass. Dude, I gotta be honest with you. Honesty is the best policy. I let my competitive spirit get in the way. Actually, no. I let my own insecurities get in the way, and I've been a huge dick to you for no reason. I'm sorry. To tell you the truth, I think we could be really good friends. If I could ever make it up to you, I respect you a lot. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand, and I shake it vigorously. Hey, Brian, I'm Cameron. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt, lovely shirt. Loving it. Could have been better if it was plaid, but I dig it. Thanks, Cameron. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game. Feels good to be on the same side for once, though. And folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal. Carp was instead still rummaging around the inner workings of the engine. We formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truth. The carriage starts moving when we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Brian and I wander around for a bit, looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad things worked out. Me too, buddy. Now that that's over with, we can both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad! Amanda and Daisy run up to us. I think you kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different... Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. Brian's right here. The fish Brian. What? Daisy and I got on the log flume when we were going down the hill. Brian just flew out of the log and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's right. The fish. Brian the fish. Oh, right. Come on. Gotta save the fish. We sprint over the log flume, splatting Brian, the fish, stuck up in the rafters of the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get to Brian before the fair closes or who knows what'll happen to him. Well, the fair closes in 10 minutes. I guess we need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to get him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that impressive. I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay, that rafter is pretty high up. How are we gonna reach him? We all think for a second.
Whoa.
I've got it! Brian runs over the midway to the last game we played and snags a pole from the game attendant they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this'll do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here, this'll be our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is in yours hands now. There's no time, come on! Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unnaturally blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes, and it's absolutely gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward. I let out a small nope.
That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes the slow climb up the track for the most grueling minute of my life. I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian, the fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses the fishing hole into my hand. Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I can do this. Minigame time. Catch that fish. Finish around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up through the same species and reel them in. I need the best through the same species. With the precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it. I grasp the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the drop. Oh God, the drop! I momentarily forget that there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency with carnival rides, it turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly, completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over to me and takes my hand in his. I'm right here. We can do this. He gives my hand a squeeze as our log tips over the edge and flies down the drop. A wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezed shut and open and to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. Wasn't so bad. Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Ryan! Hey! No, the fish. Oh. I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me. That was all your dad. Shucks. It was a team effort. Yeah! You used all your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole. Daisy did the math. You got this fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what were you guys doing up there? It was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. What? Listen, dude. It might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal. And here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts. And for you to... I actually don't care. The fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling back to the parking lot. You kids want to stick around for the fireworks?
Ugh, do we have to?
I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks.
Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling about all these prizes for hours, and my back is killing me.
You kids run ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Amanda and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them later curled up on my couch and watching Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. Ryan and I sit down on a bench, a little further away from the rest of the crowd who've all gathered to catch the fireworks. Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again. Hell of a day, huh? He said it again. This is the one time that I will let you out-dad me. I'll take it. I breathe in a cool night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though. What's that? Oh, good night, my dearest. What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing. Oh, buddy. Oh, I know. What? You knew the whole time? I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing a little bit. And he laughs again.
It's okay, it's okay. Oh, it was cute. If you're interested, I can teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? The laughter dies down. We watch the fireworks a little bit longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is? We're not fighting anymore, but I still feel like we left some stuff, unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here?
Okay.
Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile is illuminated by the cracking embers falling through the night sky. Suddenly, I understand what he's talking about. Oh, this whole time, the emotions running so high, I realized what I've really been feeling. What I thought was jealousy. It's not just you. Brian inches towards me.
Hey.
You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. He and I lean in, and our lips touch. Places one hand on my shoulder, another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Brian pulls away from me a moment, smiles. I guess now we have to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another one. I'll accept that challenge. Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal ice road trucker still playing on TV. Turn everything off, threw a couple of blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself. Ooh, we kissed him. How did we do? I didn't do any automotive care. I guess technically the Ferris wheel. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's what I'm talking about over there. Oh, it's gone. Shoot. Anyway. Oh, yeah, nice. I didn't even know what rank I was. I wasn't even paying attention. Use your hips when throwing. We've seen that one already. That was successful. Dude, we got to date Brian. That was lovely. That was so cute. Oh my god. This is technically my first date completed in Dream Daddy. Oh, it's so cute. I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay. Gotta act natural. Be cool, Cameron. Be cool. Amanda walks to the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. No! You ask too many questions. What do you think you are, my daughter? For literally my entire life. Yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying.
Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen?
Father, it would fill my heart with glee.
I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered underneath a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to give you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but...
Oh, Dad,
I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it'd be nice to take a piece of home with you.
A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers! This is all 19 seasons!
And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show.
Dad, I love this.
Thank you. She gives you a big ol' hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, do you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pig skin or something?
Totally.
I follow Amanda to the back door. What? All of the daddies are here! You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise!
Dad, everyone's here.
Well, yeah. Everyone wanted to come and support you.
Is that a mac and cheese bar?
Sure is. Fully customizable. Down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake. The good kind. With the crunchies in the middle.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. Just go have fun with your pals. Alright? So proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and she runs off to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everybody's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Which is one of my favorite meals.
Yo, bro!
Bro!
Oh.
This is a real rager. Taking our older age into consideration.
I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye out for your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh?
Sure thing, dude. Briar and Hazel peek out from behind Craig. Hi, little ones!
Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar had 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. Out of your face. No one ever believe you. Oh, boy.
I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah?
Hey.
Totally! Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you've settled in this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep. Couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We've got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph. That'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Ah.
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Cameron. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really, really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Hey.
Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school.
Yeah. Thanks.
Amanda starts to back away.
Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me.
Oh.
You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention.
Yeah, I'm gonna break into anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it.
Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe?
Nope.
Ah.
And I'll have you know that globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so...
She'll fit into college just fine.
Hey.
Hey!
Hmm?
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
Good stuff.
Yep. See you later.
Hey.
Hey, man.
Matt!
Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of banana bread Kennedys ready for her.
Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party! My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox is divine. Welcome in, Amy Chow. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. I see Daisy and Amanda in the corner of the party, and I walk up to them. I swear, if you two are planning another parent trap...
Relax, Dad. We already won the game. We're just having a friendly chat. Tell me more about college. Slow down, kiddo. You're not even in middle school yet. But I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. Huh? But Daisy, I hear you. I know you're stoked on college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Growing up is weird, and it's scary. And eventually you'll be able to rent a car, but you gotta get through middle school in one piece first. You know how you wish you were going to college? I wish I was in 5th grade. I want recess. and snack time back. Cherish it while it lasts, girl. Got a big future ahead of you. But I don't want you growing up too fast on all of us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda.
I ease away slowly. Amanda seems like she has a handle on the situation. And as the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me.
Killer party, Pops.
What can I say? I was inspired.
So, I also have something for you.
For me? Why?
Not to be completely genuine about my feelings or anything, but growing up wasn't easy, but it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college, being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Cameron, if you cry again.
You're the best, Dad. I love you.
I'm crying. Crying on the inside.
Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day.
Present time! Amanda hands me a tiny little wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us.
Kinda shocking that all of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we needed at least one together before I leave.
Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman. I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock him dead, kid.
Always do.
Amanda and I share a big ol' hug.
This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road.
Memories to make, stuff to break. Am I right?
Ugh.
Ugh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it.
It would be my honor. Amanda hops up.
Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you.
I glance over to the back of the yard, where Brian is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
Ah.
I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream. Love you, Pops.
Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Brian as the last guests make their way out of the party. Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. Smile. So are we doing like opposite competition now? Yeah. We're just gonna compliment each other. Relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me. I bet you're better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could. I bet you could de-ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than I can. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself into the soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, it'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind. Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me, Daisy, and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water. I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father and daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also, be careful. She's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. I also get the feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so please watch out for that. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and a quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you. Maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed. I sigh, and I nuzzle against Brian a little bit harder.
I am the cuddle champion.
We'll see about that. Oh my god. Oh, that was lovely. Oh my god, that was so cute. Oh my god! I am not the kind of person who reads romance novels, but I meant it when I said it last stream that I really enjoy romantic comedies, and I freaking love love stories. That was really cute. I'm not gonna lie. Cam got a big old teddy bear, dude. No, I'm a sucker for stuff like this. It also doesn't help that I have almost 2 full drinks in me right now. This is, oh, that was so cute. Oh my god. It's been a hot minute since I played like an actual dating sim game. That was absolutely great. That was wonderful. And so now, oh, okay, Build a Dad. Oh my god, we'll get through this. There are 6 other dads to play through. I'm not done with this game yet. After this, we're gonna go through and play the. Oh my god! Look at that picture. That's the picture. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, I love it. That's so funny. I still look absolutely insane. That's so great. Wow. That was great. Oh, we got the pin up. Girl, look at that man's face. Look at the beautiful bass. I'm gonna admit, I don't know if y'all have ever seen me with my shirt off yet. That'll be a channel point redemption for some time, I guess. I am fully wearing clothes. I wear pants. TOS. I do not have any hair on my chest. None of it. I'm a hairless man. I have no hair anywhere. This is bombastic. I cannot believe this. Wow. That was great. That was so great. Okay, so that is all I've got planned for this evening. I'm gonna try to get to a point where I can either save or get back, and I'll figure this out off camera. But that's what I got so far. Y'all, that was so freaking cute. That was delightful. Wow. So we got one dad. Oh, wait, hold up a second. Go back. Check it out. Brian's face is totally colored. It's totally colored. It's colored because we completed the star. Oh, that's so great. I did not realize. That's a beautiful, beautiful detail. Okay, back to the, all right. That's all we got. That's all we got this evening. Y'all, we've completed Brian Harding's storyline, full dating session so far in Dream Daddy. And actually, we got a couple of nice cool pieces of information for a potential cocktail in the future. If you recall, we went to a tiki bar where we had a cocktail called Pineapples of Hospitality, which was served inside of a pineapple, and I think it was on fire, and it had rum in it, for sure. So I'm already getting some ideas of what these cocktails might be in the future. I maintain that I feel like if we were to make a drink for Brian, that it has to be smoked in some way. And so we tried a comparison between two different versions of the Manhattan. One was smoked with cherry wood using this cocktail smoker that I got, I think like a Christmas or two ago, and just a regular Manhattan. And it seemed that the flavor difference was almost astronomical, like totally noticeable. That was great. So to everybody out there, we'll be back again with another cocktail on Monday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do this thing Monday nights, Wednesday night. There will always be a cocktail ready for you as soon as you pop on in, and we will have another game to play. I don't know which dad we'll get next time, but if anybody has any suggestions, feel free to let me know which dad is best to go for next. And I look forward to it. At least 6 more left to do. And at the very end, and look out in the Discord for an announcement of when it happens, we will create, at the bar with the next, we'll create a cocktail inspired by each and every one of the dads from this game. We'll have a whole stream going over how you can make it, how you can take it home with you, and all the instructions thereof. So if you're looking forward to that kind of stuff, don't forget to pop in with a little bit of take a seat here at the bar. That's a nuance for follow or subscribe. And then join the Discord if you want to keep up with notifications of that. I also put it elsewhere too. I'm trying to get better at actually announcing it to the world at large so people actually know what's going on. But it's subtle art, and it's kind of tough to keep in between those things.
Emily, good night to you as well. Good night to everybody out there. If the moon is shining where you are, please have a wonderful rest of your night and enjoy it. And if the day is just starting for you and the sun is shining, may you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your morning. If coffee is what you do early in the morning, whether it be milk and cream like our daughter Amanda or totally black like me, it's whatever you want to do. No matter what time it is anywhere, the party continues next time, y'all. And until then, I look forward to it. Until then, y'all, bye.